Okay, we have developed this UI, and now it's once you press this one, it should appear the all the students who's enrolled in this course module. Okay. uh, to do that, stop this one and open the course form. Further, we need to double click on this and generate the event. Could you remember we have to pass this particular ID? It means the ID of the course we have to pass to this form. So let's see the construct of this. Yeah, it's a student form, and we have to call this constructor. Like the above code, I will copy and copy this particular code segment and paste it. And apart from the course module, I want to generate the student form. Yeah, student forms comes from here, and we have to make the student form object and display it. Let's run and see whether it's working. Yeah, now we are making a student form. Now we have to change the UI and UI according to the requirement. And at the very beginning, I'm going to the design view and add more controllers. Data grid view. Data grid view student. Let's see what are the properties in the student table. In the student table, we are maintaining name and address. And further, I need NIC number. Okay. I need 3 labels. 1, 2, 3, 4. Unfortunately, I have 4. Let's forget about it. And I need 3 text boxes. This is not required at the moment. And I will change this for the NIC. And this is for the name of the students, and this is for the address. This is for the add student, new student, btn add, btn edit students, BT and delete students. Okay, and further we need to select the students from here. So for that I use some different thing. Select change event. I will make the event call something called select change event. Okay. And I need to load the data in Windows Forms loading. I will make the private method. Before doing anything, okay, void load data, and here I write mydb db equal new mydb. I make the mydb object, and within the mydb object I will get the data and assign to my data table. db dot get data. I have to send SQL. Okay, instead of sending the SQL, I have to generate the SQL string SQL equal, and generate it and send it to SQL, get the data, and after getting the data I will set the data to the data grid view dot data source equal this data table, and we are keeping this information in here. And further to load into the data, select all from students where course number equal something like 1. Actually not the students. Actually we don't have data, so that's why it doesn't generate the data. However, if we have the data, definitely it will generate this kinds of thing. And this is comes from here. It comes from the course ID. Okay, we'll assign to here. Actually, if you go to the implementation of the get data function in my DB class. In my DB class, we are creating the whole data tables and the command object and everything. We are put it in here. We just need to call this function and get the required output and set to the our data sources. the UI widgets. Okay. um, Now remember the selection change, yeah, it is very similar to the previous uh, the selection the select data event in the previous method, and I copied this one as it is and paste it in here. But you know, definitely you can't use, because there's no such a thing called the first one. And okay, instance of txt student. Okay, let's see whether we have named those things properly. Maybe not. txt nic txt name txt address txt nic txt name txt address. This is in 2, this is in 3. Okay. Let's run and see whether it's loading the particular informations and we're clicking what is happening actually, because before completing the everything. Okay. And further, when you are loading the data, load data method, you have developed the load data method. Do not forget to call the load data method from the at the beginning of the form load events. Run and see whether it's working. Yeah. But we don't have the data, that's why it's not filling with the data. Okay, now we want to add the data. The data adding is very similar like the previous. So if you want, you can copy and paste it as it is, but however, okay, I will do the same thing. Go to the design view, I press that button, so that I need to develop the SQL string SQL equal something here, and then I, I have a DB object, DB dot execute none query. After executing this none query, then I wanna reload my data. For that I will call this load data methods. Can you see the advantage of using the functions instead of using uh, instead of implementing without using functions or methods? We are calling this particular method in here, and it will reduce 2 lines, and we have used in here, and it's also reduce another 2 lines. Altogether we save 4 lines, and for the we are going to use the same method, called the same method in the edit and delete function. Altogether uh, we can save more than 8 lines, and we will by using these kinds of methodology we can reduce the number of code and number of lines in the inner the source code. Okay, uh, let's let's build the insert query in here. To student, we have to give the following things: course number, name, address, and the values we have to send. Course number is course number 1 and the name is something like Pereira, address 225. Okay, this is not an auto incremented value, so we have to give the primary key. The primary key is the NIC number, and we cannot ignore to provide NIC because this is not auto incremented. Okay, this is my NIC, and just now yeah, it was added. I will take it to one single line, and for cut you can do copy and paste it in here like the same. You can divide it into many lines by pressing enter. Just you need to press enter, nothing more than that. This is comes from txt nic.text txt, not only nic, something else. This name text txt address.text. This value, where it comes from, this the value comes from at the very beginning, so we have to keep copy and paste this value and put it in here. There are many other techniques available in .NET .NET for this string concatenation. However, I'm not going to explain it right now because of we are having we don't have much time. Okay, this is the data adding section. Once you do that one, you can run and see whether it's working or not. Let's add the next value as well. Okay, let's we want to modify this value, so we need to do the update query, and we have stopped this one, and we are generating the update query. Double click on here, you can generate the update edit event, and here I change this one and put it here, and I don't want to have something unwanted garbage stuff. Okay, I will put my brand new query into here. update student and where is needed. Yes, definitely student where. Okay, it unlikely to the previous situation. We when we are updating the students, we are refer we identify the students by our primary key, but unfortunately we are unable to record the primary key in here, because primary key also possible to in previous case we are put our primary key to the label, so nobody cannot edit the primary key. So directly we can get the primary key from here, but unfortunately in the current situation we cannot keep the current uh, primary key. So what we can do is, when you are clicking somewhere, we are temporarily keep the primary key in primary key. It means a uh, string string in IC equal 0, string dot empty. If some NIC is there, if someone can select some student, you can assign this value to here. Unfortunately we have done the editing in some wrong places, because we don't need to edit this course form. It's a mistake. Actually what we want to edit is something somewhere here. NIC comes as a text, and it is available, so we have to assign this NIC to here as well. Okay, before we are doing the updating, we have to check if NIC equal string dot empty. You have to give some sort of message. You cannot perform the update. This data for update. You are giving a message. You have to add this data for the update, and let's return. And then we are performing the update activity. Okay, we are in nice set IC number. Comma equal ABCD Pereira, comma and address equal 25 upon a in this dot this city. Okay, once you update this data, it's affected to one row. Okay, when you're loading your total information again, you can see that sorry, when we are reloading the page, you can see the data was changed. Okay, like the same, you can do your updations. Okay, copy this query, and before copying, you have to take it to one single line. It will easy to manage this. So this one. Okay, copy this query and paste it in here, and I will break it from the set level and name, address. Okay, and further where from the where clause as well. Instance of having this one, I need something like here in IC name and the address. Further, I this is come from the IC in here. Okay, now I am executing my query and updation is completed. Okay, let's updating a query and see whether it's working or not. For the students, and instance of here, I will say 777 and Udara and Kandawala Katana, Sri Lanka. Okay, and press the add, and then all the records was changed, and it's gone with Sri Lanka and Udara, everything was changed. Okay, further we need to do the deletions like the same. I'll copy this method as it is. Student where NIC equal this one. Let's execute. Yes, it's work. Copy this one and paste it in here. Actually, we need to copy this up to this level, and NIC equal. Okay, now I am execute. Made a very big mistake. And okay, once you do this one and see whether it's working or not. Let's see. Mistakenly I add this data and select this data and delete it. Data was deleted, fine. Okay, stop this one, and now it's completing the all activities, adding, deleting, editing everything. So you can try out this one, and if you get any difficulty, please you can ask from me. Thank you. Have a nice day. Bye.